Duna.
Yeah.
I'm going to start it this way. The greatest boxer ever. Let's name 5 or 4 and discuss.
Yes. You see, I must start off by saying it depends. Right? You say,
Yeah.
greatest boxer. What is the greatest boxer?
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the criteria that you use.
Okay.
And I've seen it, a lot of people, a lot of boxers also have different criteria and say, I was the greatest, I'm greater than you because of A, B, C. So it depends what you use. Let me ask you that you, in your opinion, what do you mean when you say greatest? What do you have in mind? You say, oh, this guy was great.
Hey,
What do you have in mind?
you know, me, I have the knockout specialist.
Okay. So
Right.
a boxer should be like a,
I wanna mention. I had the best left hooker. I had in mind the pressure cook.
was the true which one is that?
I have in mind something that most boxers don't have. A trash talk.
So let's talk.
Yeah, a guy who's a provoker, a guy would do the media would wanna have it.
Yes.
Would wanna hear it.
Yes.
Would wanna,
Media wants that.
Want that.
You have something to write about.
Yeah.
Whatever. You
Yeah.
know, a guy who's gonna sit there and be quiet and not say anything.
Yeah,
You want somebody to give you something to write about,
good.
to talk about.
So I'm gonna ask you this. We from here we're going there now. Mayweather. What do you think about it?
Mayweather, a very, very great boxer, and a very, very good businessman. Because as you know right now, boxing has become business. If you don't look at boxing as business, then forget about it.
Okay.
People, and then it's a career. People stop what they're doing, stop everything.
Yeah.
And you concentrate on boxing because it's your means of income. That's how you're gonna, whenever this is a career, this is how you're gonna earn an income. So if you don't think this is a business, then forget. You might as well.
Okay.
So as far as that is concerned, there's no one who can match it.
That's it. So we're talking about business now, and he has made money. He can prove
In
it.
fact, he's number one.
He's number one.
So way ahead
That's
of
it.
everybody else.
That's it.
In terms of taking boxing as a business and making it a success of it.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna mention this one, Duna. No one is mentioning him, but he said in his own ways, I'm the greatest ever. But he has defended the WBO title, I think 18 times. That's Chris Eubank. What do you think about it?
Chris Eubank, you're saying it's great. Now, again, what criteria are you using?
Yes. So I wonder, okay, but he's saying he's great because he's defended the WBO 18 times.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's 18. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's crazy because the WBO was one of the 4 major titles at the time.
Yeah,
Right?
That's
In the 4 belts.
Yes.
It was one of them.
Yeah.
So then somebody can say, and if you rate them, by the way, WPA was almost like it comes last.
Okay.
Well, if you like,
Yeah.
again, that's subjective.
Yeah.
And WPC number 1, the belt, and the WPA 2, that IPF, and the WPO.
Wow.
So here's someone defend WPO so many times, and you say, oh, he's great because he defended the WPO so many times. Somebody will say that why didn't he go and unify and fight champions?
Yeah. But he tried Nigel Benn, though. He did with Nigel Benn, and the verdict was a draw.
Yeah, the first fight was actually the first one. Chris Eubank won.
Yeah, but it was
Stopped.
But Nigel Benn challenged for the WBO.
Yes. So
But when
it was
Nigel Benn was a champion, and they had to, Chris Eubank challenged it.
that's right.
Yes,
And it was a draw.
and it was a draw. Yeah.
So Chris Eubank was successful. It was great in Britain. And boxing is big in Britain.
Yeah.
There's not.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
It's big, and he did well. That's why as British boxing is concerned.
Yeah.
He was well known, yes, and he did go overseas, and then he to America and fought there. And then yeah. But he was big in Britain.
Okay.
So that's your answer.
Yeah.
Do I count him as the top
one of
five?
the great?
Whatever?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, Dona. Right. Now, Dona, here's a fighter. Now go in there. Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali is the greatest because he what is it? The term is transcend.
Yeah.
Beyond boxing. He was really he was larger than life.
Yeah.
As you know.
I agree.
He was like Nelson Mandela. He was speaking in the same breath as Nelson Mandela as the Pope and as the US president because he was just big. Right?
Sure.
And then we were not only looking at sometimes at what he did inside the ring, but also outside the ring. Right? Fighting for the rights of
human rights.
Human rights, exactly. So in that case, then now you see now what we're doing now. We're using a different criteria.
Yes.
Criteria now and say whatever.
Children, Dona, you remember we educate.
Yes.
We just wanna
But now somebody can come up and say, what happens after doing boxing? Okay, he was great, then he was terrorism, but now we're not talking about that. When we say great, we're looking at it inside the ring.
Wow.
Okay, but again, he succeeded. He's the first heavyweight to win the heavyweight title 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
He won 5 that he was supposed to be annihilated. Right? The first one when he was only 22.
Yeah.
When he won the title against
Sonny Liston.
Yeah. Charles Sonny Liston.
Yeah.
And then when people thought he was over, it was finished. Here comes a youngster, a killer who was undefeated by the name of George Foreman.
Yeah.
And he stopped George Foreman in the 8th round. And after saying that he was going to stop in the 8th round, he stopped him in the 8th round.
So that's one of the things that makes him great because he could predict fights.
You see, but now again, you see, that's another criteria now. We're praying because we can. And somebody can come and say, what does that have to do with anything? So that you predict you can knock out somebody that made you great.
Sure. So that you know what?
See,
Yeah.
It's
I get what you say. Yes.
And then it depends now what criteria you use. So if you agree on the criteria, then you can use one criteria and say this is what you're going to use, and then compare boxers based on that criterion, and then we say right, this one then is number 1, that's number 2. But people noticed use different criteria.
So
Floyd Mayweather, for instance, like we discussed, he says he's undefeated in 50 fights, right? There's question marks also for his record. The 50th fight,
who did he fight?
Conor McGregor.
Hey, was he a boxer?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then boxer, then he fights him, and then he says, no, but I've got 50 now, and then I'm the greatest.
Sure.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
Fought 89 times undefeated. Right?
80. He lost. He first lost
in the 90th.
That's true.
So now, how does that compare with now? Does that record of his now fall away just because now he lost in 90th, and Floyd 50, and he hasn't lost, and Floyd is better because, but it's only 50. The other one is 90.
Sure. Dona, Andre Watt, he never reached 50, but he never lost, and he never fought great fighters. Joker Zache.
Yes.
Great fighters. Kovalev.
Yeah.
Kovalev lost in Dona.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah. He beat Kovalev. He fought Kovalev the first time, and then I think he won competition. Controversial, they said he was tried.
Yeah.
But the second time, when there was a rematch and stuff too.
Yeah. And there's so many fighters in Dona. Actually, others we don't remember. There's so many fighters who fought more than 50 fights without a loss.
That's right.
There's
Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, arguably the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. I mean, the man was he was perfection personified. We look at the man and then you just say, oh man, he can't do anything wrong.
Wow.
He had a punch.
Wow.
And he moved from welterweight right up to
a middleweight.
Up to and that heavyweight.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. He was stopped in the nothing because of exhaustion. In fact, he was not stopped. He fought for the world title, but he was finished. He was tired, and then he couldn't go to because he had exerted himself, and then he couldn't come out of the point because of the exhaustion. Not because of
and Dona, talking about what Sugar Ray Robinson.
That heavyweight champion also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talking about Sugar Ray Robinson. Do you know that Muhammad Ali was inspired by Sugar Ray Robinson.
I've got-
And
Yeah, I've
you
got
know how
Yes.
anger inspired him. He said, I don't want to be like this guy. I want to surpass him. I want to make time for people. Because he traveled miles and miles to go and see Sugar Ray Robinson just to tell him that I'm going to be a world champion. That's Muhammad Ali. That's crazy, man.
It's even the story that
Okay.
which came out of that book is
Okay.
Muhammad Ali is looked up to Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Robinson had been a great champion, 5-time middleweight champion, 5-time champion of the world. And then he had a nightclub.
Yeah.
Right? He had a nightclub. And that was another problem with him. He was not very disciplined. That's serious. Right? And then, so Ali traveled just before the 1960 Olympics in Rome. Ali went to right, come and tell him that listen, I'm this youngster, I'm inspired by you, I'm go to the Olympics and I'm going to win the gold medal, right? He stopped, he waited outside there, and then late, almost in the evening, Sugar Ray Robinson showed up in his limousine, came out. Ali rushed up to him and told him, say, I am Ali. And then Robinson looked at him and said, son, I don't have time for you. You just left him and his watch into the club. And Ali was dead. And I said, how can this guy do this? And then he says, after that now, he vowed that now he will never be that guy, that guy. So in terms of how you treat fans. Because now he was like a fan now to Sugar Ray.
I did.
After that, Ali now made sure that now he has time for fans, he signs autographs, and he's nice to them and talks to everybody, and he never really put everybody aside and say, I'm not going to talk to you.
Somehow that bad made good, you know?
But now talking about boxing, Sugar Ray Roberts said you talk about him. I mean, the man he fought 44 times, undefeated, 43 times.
Undefeated? Yes.
And it was 44th time.
Yeah. 45th.
45th.
Yeah.
And then it's the first time that he lost, right? He lost at the event.
Yeah.
And after that, listen to this. He fought 78 times undefeated. Should a lot. Wow. And now, how do you compare that now with Floyd Mayweather, who fought has got only 50 fights, and he says, I'm great because I'm undefeated. Yeah. Look, you work it out. As I said, it depends on the criteria. That's true. Yes, that's true. Floyd Mayweather, for instance, was never undisputed. Well, but then he says he's beaten more world champions than anyone. It is 50 as the fight champion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Hello.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people say, nah, so
Yeah.
So you beat whatever, but the former world champions. And
I hope he doesn't count McGregor as a world champion. That's one of the world champions.
McGregor was not even a boxer.
Yeah.
Also, people in talk to him.
But to be honest, Floyd was a great boxer. But you know, I'm not happy with him comparing himself with Muhammad Ali. How do you call himself with
Mike Tyson? Questioned him about that also.